Namaste everyone. A very good evening to all of you and welcome to Being Heartful Everyday program. We are in the evening session, week 36 and day 250. The quality of the week is devotion. I request all of you to share the invitation for the master classes and Being Heartful Everyday program to all your friends and family members. We'll now move on to the next part of the session by reading from Heartfulness magazine. We'll continue our reading from User Guide to Living, Part 3. So, last couple of days, we have been going through this article where we have gone through the 5 elements that Daji has been describing and 10 universal principles. We also covered on how we can connect to the source through prayer. Now we'll continue the reading. Creating a permanent flow of love. Any relationship blossoms through frequent interaction. It is no different in our relationship with the source, which is nourished by love. Love creates the bond. The relationship matures and deepens with the support of other aspects of heartfulness practices. For example, we pray before we meditate in the morning, and this in itself is a synergetic combination. Prayer naturally directs the attention inwards to the center of our being, automatically creating a state of inner withdrawal or pratyahara. It facilitates dharana as our thought is already directed towards the source within. In fact, we have already gone beyond thinking to the state of communion with God. So, dhyana or meditation is a natural progression, and prayer has paved the way for samadhi before we even start meditation. Meditation then deepens that prayerful state, and the transmission creates the next inner condition, expanding consciousness and aligning the mental faculties of thinking, manas, intellect, buddhi, and ahankar, ego, with the prayerful state of the heart. Cleaning purifies the field of consciousness by creating simplicity and purity, so that it is progressively easier to connect through prayer. There are fewer and fewer obstacles and blockages, like a pond where you can see the right to the bottom. There is no turbulence preventing the connection. As we are able to progressively retain more of the state created by prayer and meditation throughout the day, it leads to a permanently prayerful and meditative state. It is easily achieved by simple heartfulness practices. We also pray at bedtime so that we sleep in the state of prayerful connection with the source. The result is deeply restful sleep, which is regenerating and also a spiritual benefit. In other words, we make use of time we sleep for our inner growth as well as the body needs to rejuvenate. You were anyway going to sleep with a certain state of mind or mood, so why not with a prayerful heart? Try it and see the effect it has. Practice with the right attitude and intention eventually creates a permanent state of prayer, which is predicted upon a permanent state of humility, yielding, and complete tenderness of the heart. It becomes a state of constant osmosis with the divine source. Such a person is a master or guide. So, when we associate with such a master, we immediately feel the transmission from the source. We benefit so much by being with him as he can facilitate this process of connection with the Absolute by removing the obstacles and directing the transmission in our hearts. To whom can we pray? The ideal is that we pray to the highest, the source present within each one of us. Prayer leads to self mastery, and yet to attain that state, we also need to yield before something higher. And for that reason, the Master has an important role to play to facilitate the connection and guide us towards the source. So, there is no one answer to this question. It must resonate with your heart so that you feel the divinity within. In either case, the idea of prayer that Babuji has proposed is radically different from the prayer of a traditional religion. It is a deep craving that we create within, a craving to be one with the source from which we emanated and which is still the very foundation of being. It is a deep cry from the bottom of our hearts that signals the source to move towards us. We don't ask for anything specific when we pray. It is a relationship that is based on the deep trust and inner knowing that we are already that. How to pray? In 1940, a particular prayer was revealed to Babuji from above, and it goes like this: O Master, thou art the real goal of human life. We are yet but slaves of wishes, putting bar to our advancement. Thou art the only God and power to bring us up to that stage. This prayer has four parts. The first part makes it clear to whom we are addressing, the Supreme Master. This has a very deep meaning which is important to understand. In all spiritual tradition, the source is said to be pure nothingness. It is complete in itself. It is the beginning and the end in all in one. It is beyond creation, beyond consciousness, and beyond the Creator. It cannot be touched by anything. How can it hear our prayer and respond? Therefore, there has to be something that is in osmosis with the source, and that is Master. When you experience it as the inner Master at the core of your being, or the living Master, the guide, it is the Master who responds to our prayer when it is a deep cry from the core of our being. It is the Master who is a connecting link. This concept is difficult to understand and accept at the beginning of the practice, but becomes clearer through the experience as we progress. We'll pause here. Let us all prayerfully go deep within our core of the heart, and we'll start with the universal prayer and continue with the Friday 9 p.m. meditation with Taji. So the initial 8 minutes will be praying, and then we'll gently continue with the 9 p.m. meditation. I request all of you to gently close your eyes. Take a moment to go deep within your heart. to that sacred space, and with so much of love and devotion, let us all pray together, feeling that all the brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. Feel all the brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. आइए हम सभी मिलकर यह प्रार्थना करें कि सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है। सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है। Let us all continue with our prayer in silence for the next 8 minutes, and slowly you may continue till 9:30 with the sitting with Daji. Gently bring your awareness to the present moment. Keeping your eyes closed. Observe the condition that you have acquired during this meditation session. Enliven this condition and feel the condition being part of each and every core of yourself. Let this condition become one with you. And once you feel settled, slowly you may open your eyes. Thank you, everyone. Let us all do the bedtime prayer before going to the bed and make a journal about the reflection for the day. It's so much of nice feeling of devotion and love in our hearts. Let us continue our day. I wish all of you a very good night and see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. for the morning meditation. Namaste, everyone.